Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of X4 Foundations on the 7.5 update, and we are just getting started off. I have detached myself from the station where we were docked last time. We've got some more easy missions to do, but one of the things I did when I left is I activated my short-range scanner mode so that we can do a few things. First of all, you can scan structures over here. You can see I've flown by a bunch of these different segments to get some information unlocked, which I believe might have certain implications with base building later on. I'm not entirely sure. But the big thing I was looking for is a data leak. So you can see this little indicator down here, which gets stronger as I approach an area with a data leak. You can see it's getting stronger and stronger here. When you see this lit up, you're pretty close to it. So once this starts going, look in that area, and it's this little sparky thing. Let's see if I can sneak through this area. I think F2 turns on a drone mode, so we can actually get like kind of a cool third-person view over here. But I'm just going to try to scrooch up to this, try not to scratch any of the paint. And I don't know what that is. See what this data leak is. And I believe the first one is guaranteed to actually be a certain story element. Hello. I think F sort of just dismisses that, but I think there's going to be a follow-up.
If you are
there it is.
This transmission, my plan is working. Now, I just need to dial in the heretic's end coordinates and... Oh, I must go now. My captors will soon return, and there is so much more to prepare.
So that just unlocks a new story quest. Yeah, it would be nice to, I don't know, just for the sake of completeness, get 100%. I think you might need better scanners to 100% these things, and I think some of these have some better security. I'm not going to be obsessed with completely scanning it. I'm just trying to see if there's another data leak, if we get another little signal, but I think that's about it. I think you can get various like black market missions and things from those data leaks, but I just want to get that one out of the way so that, because I think otherwise it might be guaranteed to have one everywhere, and that could lead to some sort of false positives of things. Okay, let's open up our map and check our, first of all, any new mission offers. There's still the Alliance invitation, which we're just going to ignore for now. And then, yeah, we've got these important missions, which are the story ones. We just got this, excuse me, my plan is working, which I'm going to ignore. Let's go destroy more mines. Ship information requested. It's probably a scanning one. Yeah, so we have a lot of destroy mines one. This is a parented mission, so I'm kind of wondering if it might be not too far away.
Docking aborted.
Let's do this one manually. I'll drop off of the short-range scan mode. We'll activate the travel drive, which is our new one. So this theoretically has a much higher max speed than before, although it's a little bit maybe wasted here because we're just jumping in on the superhighway. And which one are we taking? Since I'm not on autopilot, yeah, this one over here. Boom. And the other nice thing about the autopilot is it will hop you off of this at the right time. Maybe, you know what? I will turn the autopilot on so I don't have to worry about missing my exit.
System. Unholy retribution.
Where are we? Over here. Alrighty. Preventative measures, destroy criminal scum. Another mission for algae scrubbers. Alright. Okay, and we're hopping out over here. Oh, hang on. It's changing what my active mission is. Which one I was doing? I was doing this one. More mines. All right, out in this area space.
Vanguard.
Go. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a boost while my travel drive is still activating. There we are. That's going to lock in, and yeah, our speed on this travel drive is going to be crazy now. Does take a long time to spool up. Like the more of a straight line you're moving in, the more value you're getting out of your travel drive. Okay, drop the travel drive. We're gonna keep going on a drift for now. Destroy mines. Right.
Unknown object.
Head towards the bottom part. Give us a little bit of boost. The boost is while holding tab, and I think the combat drives do have better boost. Either faster or better recharge on it. Either way. Ooh. Your friend... Oh! Okay, that's a very important distinction. Maybe?
Friend foe mine.
These are friend foe mines, but they're actually flagging as red. As opposed to blue. The last ones were blue. So I'm wondering if the last ones, the friend and foe mines, may have not been aggroing on me at any point whatsoever. Maybe the one I saw moving wasn't moving because it was latching onto me, but rather was moving because maybe there was an explosion that was kind of close by. Ooh, that one chained nicely. And it just got shoved. The nice thing about these guys being flag red is they are auto-targeting, presumably auto-targeting the closest. Oh, these are all... Okay, it's also a different faction. These are xenon mines. Oh, that's right. The last time they were experimental mines gone bad, they were probably a faction match, but these are actually xenon mines. So my gist of the xenons is they are a faction of maybe, like, rogue AI? Kind of hostile to everything. So let's make sure not to get our ship pointed directly at the thing we're here to save, in case our auto-targeting turns off and we just fire straight ahead at it. That would be bad form. I'm here to save you. Stop resisting. Stop drifting forward as well. A little bit worried that we're just going to run into another mine or get within the radius, the aggro radius of another mine. I think the Xenons are the one faction that are just always permanently hostile to everything. They just hate all life. I may be wrong. There's a lot of things about this game that I don't know, but I think that is my general gist. And somewhat represent maybe a bit of a last boss. I mean, I can target any one of these, but I'm assuming mostly we're just targeting whatever's closest. I guess I'm still drifting forward slowly, but that seems to be fine. So I might manually target this one next. Yeah, didn't get auto-targeted, but go and do that. Okay, you out of the way. Yeah, it's another 30 mines. I don't know, is 30 mines the normal? Maybe it is. All right, just taking care of the last mine now. There we are. You should be free to go now, buddy. There you go. You're very welcome. Takes a second to register this last mine destruction message. There we go. Completed. Lovely. So yeah, we're getting some faction gain, which could also be nice, and 56 grand. That's amazing. So that was a heck of a cash injection. Okay, ship information required. Let's see what this is. Autopilot this one. So we got to fly to this place. Doesn't pay as much, but we don't have to destroy anything. I'm assuming all I'm doing is a close flyby of the ship, wherever it might be. Okay, and then we will, I'm just assuming we're going to do a scan. I'm going to gather information. Deep scan percentage. So I guess I've got to get a 98% scan. Hopefully my scanner, like current scanning setup, is everything I need for this. It's interesting to see the autopilot coming at this as... Oh, maybe I was misinterpreting the angle, because it looked like it was going sort of crooked to reach there. But maybe it was straight lining to the highway as quick as it could. Bum, 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 bum.
Entering system.
Lost and found. Fly to a ship. Mine disposal. What the heck? We haven't gotten any lockbox missions yet. That's the ones I often see early on. That and I missed my flight. So these accelerators and jump gates are another way to jump from sector to sector, and we don't know where they go until we take them. Yeah, I got a ridiculous number of missions. Hey, you know what? I never renamed myself. Let's do this. So we're going to be called Will 18, and my organization name will be The Sprouts. This is going to be our faction when we start taking over space. You can set yourself a logo. Oh, right. I guess a long time ago I did load a custom logo. That was a million years ago, but it's still there. And then we can give ourselves a default color. Let's use blue as a default color for our ships going forward. There, that sounds nice. All right, autopilot is still active. Oh, hang on. I forgot that I accepted a mission, which did reset our autopiloting, but I think it was more or less going in the same direction. Oh, I'm not on the superhighway. Toggle the pilot. Oh, that's a random criminal. Where am I going for this mission? Is it possible? I don't know. Fly to Hop Recon Fighter Pegasus Sentinel. Okay, there's an opposing faction. Wait, do I not know where it is?
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Oh, find way to 2 grand. Oh, okay. This is going to require me going somewhere I don't know yet. So what we're going to do... Hello, neighboring ship.
Aaron E.
Comms channel open.
Yeah, where can I find... How do I get to 2 grand?
Information map.
Thanks, bro. All right. So he's told me there's this jump gate over here
Engaged.
that if I take that jump gate, this will lead me to 2 grand. Maybe not immediately. We'll see. I'll disengage the autopilot because, again, with a gate selected, the autopilot just flies you to the jump gate and then stops. But I'm going to want to fly through it, so I may as well just be on manual mode and sort of line myself up, ready to go through. We're going to explore a little bit more of the sector at the same time, which is nice. I think I should be dropping some satellites here as well, just to keep connections over some of these things. But let's just, we'll sort of decide where we might operate as our first mining setup. There's a xenon mining ship there. I'm going to ignore you. I mean, if you're a mining ship, maybe you're not that dangerous. And some of these other ships in the defense platform might engage you as well. But I don't have a lot of faith in our combat abilities. Am I getting a cutscene?
Hey, I think I know where we are.
What is this?
Sure, those star patterns match the ones from the pre-shutdown gate maps. This is the way to the old Federation.
Okay. Neat. Well, you stopped me from moving. So I think these events, a lot of those are related to things that happen in some of the various expansions and stuff like that. It introduces you to some of the story elements. It may or may not trigger a quest. Travel mode back on. So we're going to still jump through here. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to lead me directly to 2 grand. But the sooner we open up more of the map, the better.
Entering system. 2 grand.
Oh, there we go. I am in 2 grand, actually. There's Xenon mining ship. Okay, so now that I'm here, let me just retoggle this just to make sure. Do I... No, I don't... I probably will have to find you kind of manually. I mean, I guess that's the whole vibe. Deep scan the ship. I wonder if you're parked somewhere? Okay, let me go to my long-range scan. Give a ping. So we're facing... So, where's my little indicators? Oh, they're semi-hidden here. If I deselect everything, I get a better... Anyway, minus X plus X, left and right. I think plus Z, yeah, plus Z is up on this map, as opposed to plus Y, which is vertically up. So there's an object that way. If I go and turn myself this way, so I'm facing, let's call this north, right? Positive Z is north. We'll see if we get a ping out in that direction. So far not. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll activate travel mode. Unknown object. But you can actually see the gate. So there's actually... The unknown object that I've spotted is the gate here. Well, there's a station behind us. Maybe it's worth going there. Anyway, let's set a guidance, and we'll fly there. I may not be able to pursue this quest right here. Maybe, for all I know, I've waited too long, and it's going to delay things. Oh, there's clearly another gate out in that direction, too. Another way to find out where there are points of interest in a sector is look to see where ships are traveling to. So I got some ships traveling over here. There's clearly something off in that direction. Energy Vanguard. I'm just checking these to see if they happen to maybe be my point of my thing for this quest. But yeah, I may just go and do another one. We might do a full scout of this sector and see what's what. Okay, we got that. Let's go and start a guidance over here. There's clearly something off in this direction, so let's see what we can spot. What we could do, and this actually be maybe a good use case actually for my crew. You can give a command to scout a sector to explore, but it's not terribly quick. What tends to be faster is to manually go and give a sort of exploration pattern like this. If you want to fully map out something, go with something like this, and then I'll do something like that, and then loop back around like this, and like that. I'm going to say stop guidance on this. Not that we're using it, but it's going to be a little distracting to see that line. And do something like this, and then go and close out in the middle. So we'll get a bit of a full coverage of this zone and make sure we're not missing anything. Again, I can use my long-range pings to identify stations, but mineral deposits and stuff will pick up like this. And it does give us a pretty good vibe. Rather than just trying to blindly go from one question mark to another, we'll get pretty decent coverage. So I don't know if this is going to reveal anything helpful vis-a-vis this quest.
Jump gate. Unknown sector.
All right, I've just gone and retaken control of the ship. We did spot a jump gate over in the top right corner, which is probably where some of these other vessels we were spotting were going. I'm just going to pop through to see if it sends me, or just to reveal where it sends me. It's also entirely possible that whichever ship I'm looking for, and the reason I can't sort of get an auto guidance to it, is actually in a sector off of this one. If I reactivate the quest, maybe it would show me something. Well, I'll just pop through here and then probably pop back after we get wherever this is sending me.
Entering system. Guiding star.
Guiding star 5. Okay. So let me... Actually, I didn't want to actually stop this. What I wanted to do is disable flight assist and then turn around and then re-enable it. I didn't do this maneuver very well. You can do some cool things where you retain your travel flight speed by disconnecting your thrust direction from your facing and just go into, pure sort of Newtonian drift. With that in mind, maybe what I'll do is I'll keep flying manually, and I'm going to set this as a target. So again, I'll toggle off the flight assist. I will point myself to where I want to go, then re-enable it, which we'll see will turn the ship over this way. Because trying to steer manually in this mode is quite slow. It can be a little faster to these little drift moves. It may not have made a difference in this. But yeah, let me jump through. There's another jump gate which actually flew by over here and didn't check. It might have been worth stopping the ship and popping through there. But yeah, I'll do a quick run through each one of these right now and see what it reveals. And so even though my top speed with this travel drive, well, I guess it was thrust-based, so I don't actually know what the top speed will be. We do keep accelerating. It does take a while to reach. The longer you run in a straight line, the faster and faster you'll go, although it looks like we're kind of capping out here. And we'll see if I can thread this needle without dropping the travel drive. I'll go a little bit over to the right. And then come back over this way and just try to go through. And yeah, we'll just pop some of these sectors. It'll save us from acting directions and enable better autopiloting going forward. Going to an unknown sector. Shabam.
Entering system. Fires of defeat.
Turn off the flight assist and do this, and we'll pull a U-turn. What was this sector called? Fires of defeat. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pop right back in. And since I'm not using autopilot, actually, if I go and do this and set you to active again.
Entering system.
Still not getting much in the way of assistance. All right. $2,000, so I'm going to set this as a target, which is the white marker, and I'll just fly through that, maintaining my speed. All right. And we are, by cutting through the middle, we are going to get a little bit more vision, which is good. But it makes me feel that the $2,000 sector seems to be pretty empty. And a xenon mining ship. Should I go? I don't know. RIP delivery ship. I don't know what the RIP faction is. RIP. Riptide Rakers. Okay. And Hop is, Holy Order of the Pontifex. Who actually don't like me. So I guess it's fine that I'm acting against them. Oh, someone has dropped a resource probe in the middle of this sector, which is interesting because I don't see any resources in this area. Huh. Curious. I wonder why they did that. There's a station over here. Oh, is that the defense platform? Yeah, I guess it must be.
Talati defense platform.
It is. All right. You do get pretty far vision. So yeah, this is a fairly barren system currently. All right, I'll pop through there, and then, I don't know, we might abandon this little mission. I might keep it in the quest log, but I'll go and do something else instead because I'm a little bit confuzzled about how I'm supposed to deal with this. Oh. Where are we now?
System. Open market.
Open market. Yeah, the Talati are very... to me, they give me that Ferengi kind of vibe. You know? All about that dollar bills. Can I not select whatever the heck this is?
Unknown station.
I'll say it's quite far away. Huge, though. Massive. What is this, a Mercedes logo? Yeah. Lottie Trading Station. And you've got missions. Okay, you're going to be a good candidate for one of these satellites, because trading stations, to me, says, well, we do a lot of trade, which seems somewhat obvious. I'm going to try to come to a halt. If you do deploy one of these deployables while you're moving, it will have that momentum. It will drag to a halt. It will slow itself down because it's trying to hold a position, but it will fly a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have constant vision over this area, which is good. And I may as well, just for a moment here, do a little bit of a ping. A lot of times I like to align myself with one of the cardinal directions, like plus Z explicitly, and then minus X. Like, I don't know if I actually need, like, every 90 degree. For all I know, 180 degrees is fine, or maybe about, like, a third of a circle. But if I do one ping in each cardinal direction, this does have a maximum range, but we'll certainly get a few things. And it was also pretty clear that some of these objects were further jump gates. So if I were to activate, like, this quest, if I just cycle it one more time, like set us inactive, set us active, we do have the guidance. If I go and try to enable the autopilot, yeah, it's not going anywhere. I'm wondering if I waited too long, we really lost track of that ship, and there's nothing that's going to be helpful. Part of me does wonder about popping through these. These are probably all gateways. Again, I can actually potentially spot them. That, I think that is actually a station. Oh, that's my satellite, by the way. What about this one? It's hard to see, although there's clearly a gate over there, which I'm not even sure we've pinged. So I could just fly through there, just again as a let's open the map a little bit. Where am I facing? Over here. So somewhere over here was the other gateway. It's interesting that it didn't come up on my ping. It must be right on the edge of the map and just slightly out of scan range. I do like the extra radio chatter, which is nice. I mean, for all I know, and while we had been directed some of these other ones, it's entirely possible that that hop ship is now properly in these sectors. I'm curious as where this is going to lead me. And then, yeah, what I'll probably do is... yeah, here's our construction stuff, our plots for, like, our space station if we want to build a new one. I'll destroy criminal traffic, Honestly, these mine missions pay pretty well, and they're obviously pretty easy. So what I'll do is I'll set one of those as active, and then I'll end up going there. But first, I'm going to pop through this just to open up the sector. I might not even spot anything. But you can see we do have this vision radius around here, so I can always see what ships are going on. This area of space is always illuminated, and I'm getting constant updates on the trade prices at this station, which is hugely valuable. And yeah, if all I did is fool around at max speed with my travel drive like this, and especially doing it manually, because the pilot, I mean, he's not a very good pilot right now, so I think he turns very slowly. So he's going to be a little slower to explore.
Entering system.
In R2.
Family
Boom!
Newt.
Okay, we just slammed into a ship there. Oh, was that a criminal?
Civilian ship D.
It is.
Please do not kill Split.
Well, sorry, but you're flagged as a criminal. There you go. So that should get me a little bit of standing. No debris drops? No, I don't think so. That's a shame.
Civilian ship D.
Okay, well, you were flagged as a known criminal. And I'm not sure if that gave me faction boost. We checked the log over here. Oh, mission failed. Failed to find ship in time. Is it still in the queue, though? Oh, that's filtering the log, right. If I go over here. It's still in here. But I am thinking that maybe this one is dead. Tell you what, I'm just going to abort it because it's going to mess with me. So let's get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set autopilot
Engage.
one of these. Yeah, I suspect we didn't find the ship in time.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Oh, there we go. Faction gained. Destroyed enemy. Current faction minus 14. So we went from a minus 15 to a minus 14. Okay, that's quite cool. I think minus 20, they become hostile to you.
Open market.
I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, the autopilot will try to avoid things. If you're going through an asteroid field, sometimes it's pretty inefficient because it'll keep like sort of trying to go in a straight line. There'll be an asteroid in the way, so it'll stop. It'll slowly drift to the side, start going in a straight line. Another asteroid, it'll stop. So if you're trying to autopilot through an asteroid belt, you're probably much better off doing it yourself. Maybe like flying above the plane. So say, I hope we don't run into another ship over here. That was looking awfully close. Although again, the autopilot would probably avoid this collision. Unlike when I was just going in a straight line at full speed there, that was pretty nasty. But yeah, going above the sort of elliptical of the system you're in and flying above the asteroid fields or below is probably your best bet for quickly going through one of those. One of the nice things about using the pilot as well is if we did have the pilot in there, right, I'm in the seat so I can't give it to you, give the commands, but I could right click and I could queue up things like dropping satellites, dropping resource scanners. It's incredibly useful. In theory, I can tell the pilots to clear minefields as well. And the minefield might be easy enough for the pilot to do it without screwing it up. On the other hand, you know, it's early in the game. I may as well do more of this stuff manually. More unknown stations. And yeah, it could be one of the things I think is worth doing a lot of times is in these systems, finding all the stations and then anywhere that has a trade station or a cluster of other stations that might be useful for setting up trade chains or for future mining, making sure to have satellites next to them so you get constant trade info is quite good. And if we had a system, I don't know, do we have a system? See, this has got, purple is the mix of both gases and ores. Silicon refinery. Smart chip factory. I wonder if the silicon goes into smart chip production. Like there might be a little resource chain over here. And that might be worth dropping some stuff in. Oh yeah, we are making quite the voyage here. No resources here. I mean, we're not set up for mining, although again, if I just finish these quests, if I go and maybe I will in between episodes here, grind out all these minefield clearing quests. If I go and just got one mining ship in this sector, we might be able to set up some automated mining and just get some passive income going on, which would be gorgeous. And then I could keep doing missions as well. Oh, these fighter squadrons. Police Osprey Sentinel. Just passed out of vision range, which I disappeared. Was that the satellite I deployed? I think it might be.
System. Profit center.
No, it must not be because I don't have vision. I can't remember where I deployed mine. For all I know, because it was a quest, I don't get to keep owning it. This would actually be a pretty good place to drop off things. If I go and order a full stop here,
Disengage.
and let me start guidance there actually, and then turn the autopilot back on, but I want to direct it over here instead. Oh, there's someone else has a satellite here. I wonder if I go here. I don't think you get a preview of the drop range of these things. Oh, nice! Look at that. I think if I actually was giving my pilot the command to drop this, I would get a little preview. But it is reaching all 4 of these for some constant updates about trade. And yeah, if I open this trade interface, so I'm getting some stuff now, and I can zoom out and it'll sort of clump things together. If I zoom in, we'll get the breakdown of different things. I wonder if any of these have algae. Nope. Unless I'm still spelling that wrong, but I don't think so. I think this is showing everything that I have detected, so presumably no one is producing this at this time. So we've got a few people who are requesting it, but that's okay. But yeah, we are starting to get real-time information on that trade stuff, which will be incredibly valuable later on. But for now, reset this to active, reset the autopilot, and I'm going to keep going there. So I will put a cut in this episode as I go and hunt down these minefield missions. We should come back with a little bit of cash. Thanks for watching, folks. Hey, if you're new to the channel, of course, subscribe. Dropping a like and a comment is also really useful for that YubTub algorithm. Much appreciated. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.